It's too good to be true. I got the date right straight away as well. I'm the second time recording this video. I've recorded it with no sound at all. Just checking the microphone. Yeah, now I've got sound. Okay, so we're doing it again. I'm feeling spiteful and annoyed with Mercury retrograde. God. Yeesh. Wednesday the 30th of July 2025. And we're using the Mythic Tarot. And I saw someone go across the window in the hotel, but I don't know how they got in or out. So I'm keeping an eye on that for you. I had reported that to you in the video that had no sound, but that is now lost to the ether. So, okay, Moon in Libra. Well, that's nice. Almost in August. That was quick. I know. Oh. Oh, God. Well, okay then. Let's get this out of the way. Chiron's going retrograde today. And I'm going to tell you what that means because I looked it up on my phone for the first video, so it will still be there, and it was very, very good. Chiron. Chiron, often called the wounded healer in astrology, goes retrograde about once a year for 5 months, and I'm feeling it. This year, the retrograde begins on July the 26th. Okay. Well, according to my moon diary, it's the 30th. But we'll agree to disagree. And it will station retrograde at 23 degrees of Aries, then move backwards 19 degrees of Aries, before turning direct again on December the 29th. So we've got 5 months of being encouraged to do inner healing. Ugh. Does anyone else feel like me? I'm just like, oh God, inner healing. I can barely pop to the shop. Self-reflection and addressing past wounds. Focus on the past, inner reflection, healing opportunities, Aries themes, because Chiron's in Aries, so identity, courage, taking action to heal personal wounds. Potential challenges. It can be emotionally intense with old wounds resurfacing. I think I need to do a shadow reading soon. And triggering old patterns. By embracing this process, individuals can experience profound healing, increased self-awareness and a greater sense of personal power. Ooh, okay, I get it. It feels like it feels before a kind of thunderstorm, you know, where you get really heavy and you're just like, what fresh hell is this? And then you go and record a video with no sound and you're like, there's nothing you can do. You're impotent with rage. Can't see anybody now in the hotel. They must have seen me staring and they're probably lying down to get away from me looking. Right, okay. This is like the most Chiron retrograde casserole. We've got the Three of Swords, which in this deck, it doesn't mince words, does it? It's like, there we are, 3 swords. Here we are with Agamemnon in the bath. He's come home from war in the Iliad. He's come home from war. He's put a few glugs of matey into the tub. He's got his rubber duck. He's all ready. He's got his Spotify playlist up here. He's thinking, yeah, a bit of Luther Vandross. I'm going to have a bath. And then what do you know? His other half has been playing away. This is Clytemnestra, and she's been playing away with this chap, whoever he is. And they plotted to do this when he came home. I know. So they did. Three of Swords. Three of Swords represents old wounds. It does. I know. Just like, ugh, how annoying that Chiron said that and did that and went retrograde, and then we got that, and Yeah, so all right then. All right then. I'm going to call it reluctant processing, because we're not all dying to, you know, we're not all, so much retrograde energy. It would be better if we did. It would be healthy if we did. But I would perfectly understand it if you were feeling a bit overwhelmed or just can't be arsed. That's all right. You will be at some point. We've got some eclipses to be served up next, well, in September. So there's going to be a lot more energy knocking around. And I feel like, I actually feel with this as well, because I'm getting the word somnambulant, which I barely even know what that means. Is that sleepwalking? It must be, because like ambulant is to walk, isn't it? Amble or ambulance, and som's got something to do with sleep. Let's have a look. Somnambulant. But it's a channel message, so I want to get it. Oh, perfect. Resembling or characteristic of a sleepwalker, sluggish. A somnambulant stroll. Yes, I love this. To walk while asleep. Intransitive verb. Of course it is. Right, okay, so you get the vibe that I'm giving off here of, and yet it has to be done, but we could, I think that sleep is a form of therapy. Not that I sleep that well, because you know I don't sleep that well. Although I did sleep the other night for 10 hours, I think. That was I think I actually passed out from tired. You know, when you don't so much fall asleep in that, turn off your blue lights and do some Zen stuff with yourself, and then make sure you're not doom scrolling on your phone. Do a bit of light reading and spray some lavender on your pillow. But I think what actually happened was I passed out while thinking I might watch Grey's Anatomy on my laptop. That's as spiritual as it got. I think I had a laptop on my thighs as well. You know, and you just think, oh, I could just squeeze in a really gruesome episode of Grey's Anatomy, and then you go while you're still typing it in. That's what happened. But I do feel the sleep when it comes, or any kind of naps that you can have, or if you're up to it, if you're up for it, any kind of hypnosis videos. You know that I use mindful movement, and also, God, Claire, what's Claire called? It'll probably come back to me. Linda Hall is another one that I use. And then Claire, who's on YouTube, who I know really well. Oh my God, that's really going to bug me now. Who did the best Relax Your Face video. If anyone can remember, please let me know, and I'll give her channel a shout out, because I like to do that because she's good. So we have the Three of Swords, and then if that's not enough, we're going to have some Nine of Swords, snaky haired ladies. I know. It's like surrounding us at all angles, this whole wounded healer malarkey. Okay. And that person's like, la 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 la, la 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 la. That's me. That's what I'm doing at the moment. But these are like in Harry Potter, the Dementors. If you don't get this sorted, it can really come back to bite you on the backside. So I guess it's in our best interest. If nothing else, have some naps. You know, I'm not saying you need to dive straight into psychoanalysis here. You don't. But if you can like do some foot baths, have a nap, do something pleasurable and mindless, do so. Do whatever it takes to rebalance the whole heavy weather of it. And then the King of Swords. Here he is in his toga. I do like the stones. I'm a big fan of rocks and stones and cliffs. I know, I've no idea why. Ooh. Man with a shaved head. Oh, I like this man. See, you can never tell. He looks aggressive because he has a shaved head, but he's absolutely lovely, and he's been training this dog for about 2 years now. Dog's having a massive poo in the middle of the street there. I'm going to see if he's got a poop bag. And if he hasn't, I'm going to be annoyed. I'm taking a punt that he hasn't. Oh, just a wee. Make sure he didn't do the number 2s outside my house. No, we're all good. No, still a nice man. And the dog is a... I'm not good at dogs. A boxer dog. It's a boxer dog. Okay, itchy nose. But he has a nice vibe with the dog, and I do like that, because there's another man who walks his dog who's just... and he is nasty to the dog, and I just hate it. Yeah, and he walks it every day down here. I think, oh God. Yeah, so I'm liking that he's nice to the dog. They've got a good relationship. Anyhow, speaking of, here's the King of Swords. In his toga, with his stones, telling us to be crystal clear about things as much as we can. And also that some of this processing, and this came up for a few people in the pick a card reading, what's holding you back? A recent one that had, God, my brain. It's in the description box. It had the Fool, the Hanged Man, and the Hermit in it. And what came up was this kind of authoritarian father, patriarchy, processing stuff to do with that and how it's held you back, almost kind of deliberately. So no wonder you don't want to look at it, but do what you can through sleeping, through good eating, through having 5 minutes to yourself. You know, take it gently. You don't have to plunge into the bath with Agamemnon or anything like that. Okay? I'm going to go and have a lie down right now. I'll see you soon. Namaste.